So what is the number one lesson that I got after nearly 10 years in business? I can't even believe it. Well, that is actually the topic of this week's episode. My name is Sara Gilbert, business strategist and mindset coach, and I help service-based entrepreneurs, business leaders achieve not just another level of success, another level of accomplishment, where we're truly aligned with what we want to do and the difference that we want to make. So if this is you, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button to be notified each time we release a new episode. So after 10 years in business, I can't even believe it. What is the number one thing that I've learned and that I wish every single entrepreneur knew is to stop listening to their inner chatter. That little voice inside of our head, that little hamster that keeps on criticizing and judging. It's like, who are you to do this? And really, nobody wants to know more about you, what you believe and who you are. Just bring your expertise, bring your strategies, bring your tools, bring whatever you do. You should be doing this, you should be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. That inner critic, that inner chatter is the biggest dream breaker ever. So the number one thing that I've learned in 10 years is to stop listening to it. Stop listening to yourself. Stop listening to that voice in your head that is there by default. Now, this voice, there's a purpose for it. It's the brain's job. What is the brain's job? Its main function is to keep you alive. What does this mean? To keep you in its comfort zone. So by default, this voice will be a negative voice. By default, this voice will be the one that actually keeps you caged into that very small box. So start talking to yourself and listening to yourself less. Decide what you want. Decide and challenge that inner critic, that inner chatter. And when we actually decide to stop listening to the automatic, that's where everything changes. Then when we become conscious of our thoughts, conscious of what's the story that I'm telling myself. It's because of these stories that we get stuck in pattern. It's because of these stories and we pay attention to these stories that we are in the suffering, where there's resistance. So here's what I'd like to suggest to you this week. Take a piece of paper and ask yourself, what are the stories that I keep on telling myself? What do I keep on saying? Oh, no, don't call them. They're not going to be interested. Or really, nobody's going to be interested. Or somebody doesn't reply automatically to your email and they say, well, I know, they're so much successful than me, so I have nothing to bring. What are the stories that you're telling yourself? You see, once we actually set light and bring them into consciousness, then I can actually do something with them. I can look at them and say, whoa, do I believe that? Do I want to believe that? Because you see, in business, it's not the strategies, the actions. Yes, these are important. But what's even more important than that is your mindset, your belief system. And that starts with the stories that you're telling yourself. So my tagline, because so much more is possible, for me, it's so much more than just a tagline. It's a fundamental belief. I truly believe that so much more is possible. I truly believe that we can do things however we want to do them. So that's your action this week. Take a piece of paper, write down what are the stories that I'm telling myself? And ask yourself, is it true? Do I want to believe that? Do I want to continue believing in that? And you'll see, once you consciously realize how that inner chatter is limiting your own potential, that is when you can start executing on your potential. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for more tools, more strategies to build and grow your business, come on over to strategist.cc. I share with you articles and resources regarding your mindset, your productivity, and your marketing strategies, so you can build and grow the business the way you want to build and grow a business. Because yes, so much more is possible. Thank you for being here week after week, and I will see you next Tuesday.